Well, I've worked for the company for 6 years since this place opened 6 years ago. And I originally came from the health and fitness industry, so I was general manager for Bannatynes, health clubs, and came into football because I have an interest in football, and it seemed like a really interesting business to come into. Very busy. We get about, on average, 2,000 guys and girls coming through the doors every week to play football. So that would be 200 bookings with 10 people on each pitch per week as an average. It gets busier in the winter and quieter in the summer. And the reason we get busier in the winter is because of a lack of lighting for teams to train, the normal 11-a-side teams to train, plus the pitch quality is a lot poorer. And then the summer months, because people don't play football over the summer, just casual bookings, but we have leagues that run throughout the year, so that keeps the business going quite nicely for us.
And also, out of 3G pitches, what do you prefer yourself? Do you prefer 3G pitch or the grass?
Well, they're actually moved on to 5G now, which is the latest. It's the grass length is slightly more. The way it is you've got a sand base, then you've got the actual grass AstroTurf, then you've got another layer of sand over the grass, and then you've got the rubber crumb on top, and that's what makes up the 5G pitch. And what they've been doing is playing with the length of the actual grass to try and give it a more feeling of playing on grass. Preference-wise, I think everyone loves playing on grass. Some of the pitches around Northampton are shocking, grass pitches. And probably the best pitch in Northampton is over at Silby Rangers, which is a UCL Premiership club, and not the Cobblers, which you would think is probably the best pitch in Northampton. But it's a preference. Everyone loves playing on grass, especially if the pitch is like a carpet. But the 3G or 5G now gives an option for people to play football whatever the weather, and that's the main thing that it was designed for.
And with England, the issues in the World Cup and unsuccessful and the players are good enough, what do you think needs to improve? Do you think the coach needs to improve, the facilities need to improve, obviously you have goals, you have 5G pitches, or do you think the standards is quite good enough?
Well, you only need to look at European football and what happens over in Europe as far as accessibility for players, young kids to be constantly training. I mean, around here you've got Cobblers, you've got lots of academies, and they come up here and they use our facilities during the week to train kids from under 8s upwards, really. There is. I think we need to learn from what they do in Europe as far as accessibility to good coaching. We have far too many foreign players in our leagues over here, and I think that's one of the issues why there isn't the availability for English homegrown players to show what they've got. There's probably some decent players down in League Two that have not been given the option because there are too many foreign players in the league. That's my opinion. As far as the coaching, the England manager's job, I don't think anyone would envy the England manager his job because of the pressure that's involved there. But it's just about getting a bunch of lads to play football well. I think it's about more man management than actual tactical management. So it depends on how many strong characters you've got in your squad. But I think it has improved. Facilities like this have given the option for a lot of kids to play a lot of football and be coached at a young age. We have a lot of different soccer schools come up here during the week. So there is a lot more of that now over the last 10 years or so. And we won't see any of that coming through for about another 10 years before we actually see if these kids are coming up through the ranks.